Hey everyone, it's me, Mary, and welcome to another episode of FLOSSTUBE. Hope you're all doing fantastic and well. And yeah, so thank you to everybody for commenting, subscribing, and liking. It means a lot to me. My episode number 5 has over 800 views, which is crazy. It almost has 900 views. It's my most popular video. So that's exciting for me. And my last video has over 300 views. It's not even a week old. So that's exciting. So thank you, everybody. It really means a lot to me. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys a very, very, very small haul and my whip and do a couple of tags. So, whips, I placed an order on Etsy for some grime guards. I think the 9th of this month. I think it's Friday today, by the way, but the 22nd. But I placed an order on Etsy. I wanted some grime guards, and I placed the order. It said 3 to 5 business days, and it had been about close to 5 business days, and I hadn't heard anything. I didn't receive a shipping code or shipping tracking number or anything. So the seller contacted me and said that one of the patterns that I'd ordered, she could not find anymore in her local area. So she apologized and offered to, if I wanted a different pattern. She had a new one that wasn't up in her store yet, and if I wanted to do something like that. So I looked. I gave her an option between two. So they came yesterday. They were supposed to come today, but they only took 2 days shipping, so that was awesome. But I will show you the ones I got. So first off, I got this one. This is an 11 by 11. It's R2-D2 and C3PO. C3PO is the main focus of this, but I like R2-D2 a lot, so I'm kind of sad that he's only on the edges. But this is an 11 by 11, and I think these were $11 each. I could be wrong about that. And then she included with every order a matching free needle minder. So that's the one that comes with that one. Again, I really wish R2-D2 had been on one of these. So that's I probably should have specified. I didn't think of it. Maybe she does only make it this way. I don't know. But yeah, I like how it reminds me of the Mexican Day of the Dead and stuff. So this drew my eye. And I got Lord of the Rings. I got Star Wars because my boyfriend's a huge Star Wars fan. So, and I really like BB-8 and R2-D2. Those are my favorite characters. And there goes my needle minder. Then I got this one, which is Darth Vader, done in a really beautiful turquoise. Turquoise is my favorite color. I've mentioned that in the past. Again, also a Day of the Dead style pattern. Really, really cool. And then the needle minder that came with that one, and I lost the backing of one of these already because the needles aren't very, or the magnets aren't very strong, is this one. So this is really pretty. So yeah. It's turquoise as well. So these are awesome that they came free. So, and then the third one that I got, this is the one that I substituted for the exploding TARDIS pattern. I wanted that one because it reminded me of the, the Van Gogh painting, Starry Night. That's one of my favorites. So I got this one instead. It is this flag TARDIS. I just like the design of it because it has the Union Jack on it. Really, really cool. This is an 8 by 8. The other two are 11 by 11. And then I like this needle minder the most, or the best, because it has the Union Jack on it. So those are what I got. I will link the place that I got these below. But I did get them. She gave little business card telling, or a little card telling what size they are, the fabric. Thank you for your order. And it's by Stoneborn Boutique. So I will link this Etsy below, but really incredibly fast shipping. And the shipping was very reasonable. I think it was like under $3. It was $2.75, maybe $2.95. And she had at the time a 20% off coupon for over 200 sales. So that's awesome. So I utilized that and I saved some money because I think everything was going to be $30 and ended up being 26 with shipping. So $26.95 I think with shipping. So that's not bad for the 3 grime guards. So, but I've never used grime guards before. I know they're super popular and people love to use them. And I'm just curious if you guys use them while you're actually cross-stitching or if you do it as a like, oh, I'm putting my piece away right now. I'm going to protect it. Because I tried using a grime guard when I was stitching and I wasn't loving it. So if you guys can tell me exactly what you do with these, that'd be awesome. So that's the only thing besides 26 size 26 needles that I got from the MC at Michael's, because the Lakeside Village that I'm working on comes with a 28 needle that was broken. The eye of the needle was broken, and it had like a tiny little crack in it. So when you try to use it, the thread just pulls out. And then the Lighthouse kit that I bought that you guys saw in the last video, it was also broken, the needle in it. And that came with a 26. And I like that one a lot more. So I went out and bought some 26 needles. So that's what I've been using on my Lakeside Village. But that's about it as far as haul. I went to Hobby Lobby on the Sunday and they were closed. And I did not know this. And we were in the town where there was a Hobby Lobby. I wanted to check out like what they had because I went to the Hobby Lobby before, but I couldn't find their cross stitching stuff. So I wanted to see what they had. And yeah, it was closed. And I'm not the only one who knew that Hobby Lobby was closed on a Sunday because a bunch of people came afterwards and they all tried to get in. And at least I noticed when I was walking up to the door that it said Sunday closed. A bunch of people like tried to go in, at least 2, 3 people, and they like actually ran into the door. And yeah, they didn't realize. So I don't know. Hobby Lobby, it's weird that they were closed on a Sunday. I don't know if it's just around here or if it's all Hobby Lobbies, but the last time I attempted to go to one was on Easter and it was closed because of Easter's. So I think it's just closed in general. But oh well, I'm going to try to go maybe tomorrow because today's, I was going to say Sunday. Today is Friday. And yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, I did record my last video on a Friday. I recorded it last week. And YouTube was being stupid and it would not upload my video. I kept having connectivity issues. It would process the video just fine. And every time I had to do it, it would have to process it. I did this 15 times easily. And then I would upload it. It was starting to upload. It did a good chunk of time uploading because that was a long video. It was almost an hour long. And then it would come up and say, sorry, connection error, try again. And I was like, what? So I tried it multiple times. I tried it all day Friday, all day Saturday night, finally almost got it working. Only a little tiny bit left, maybe 15, 20 minutes left. And my boyfriend bumped into the cable box and it disconnected the internet for a second. And I was so bummed. I'm like, no. And he felt so bad. And I said, it happens. It's fine. So he suggested just letting it go when we went to bed. That way, wouldn't have to worry. I woke up at 3 and it had finally uploaded. So on Sunday, it finally uploaded. So yeah, I did that. But I know I was watching Jessica Henderson's video and she had in her little annotation or in the description box that she tried uploading for a couple of days and it wouldn't work for her either. And yeah, I don't know YouTube was being weird. So hopefully this one won't do air issues for me. It's not going to be almost an hour long because I really don't have very much to show this video. But I will move on to my whips. We moved, if you guys may have noticed, new location. We moved into my boyfriend's house. I tried checking different locations in the house for filming. This seemed to be the best one so far. It may be a little bright, I'm not sure, but there's windows surrounding. So that's annoying because I tried in the bedroom. I'm like, that'll be perfect. I have everything set up in the bedroom. My cross stitch stuff's in there, computer's in there, everything's in there. It's perfect. And it was too bright because where I was trying to film, there were literally 2 windows right in front of me, and I tried closing the blinds all the way, still too bright. So if I do film in there, it'll be a little later so the sun isn't as bright out. But yeah, so hopefully this filming location is okay for now. I mean, I'm in the living room right now, but I tried doing that. And yeah, so I moved in. Took Saturday and Sunday to move in and just relaxed on Sunday. So we hung out with our friend and didn't do any cross stitching Saturday or Sunday. But I will show you my progress on the Lakeside Village, and I will put a picture of what it looks like before and after. So I'll show a picture of what it looked like the last time in my last video, and then I will show a picture of what it looks like now. But I will show you the progress. Oh, and I did grid the lighthouse, but I didn't get any work on it because I didn't do any work cross stitch Saturday or Sunday. I just took a break off. And then last night I didn't really do any cross stitching because my boyfriend and I went out to, we played some mini golf. And yeah, so that was fun, but didn't do any cross stitching. And then we watched Goosebumps last night because he bought that for me on Blu-ray like a while ago. But I will show you guys the progress that I've made. This is it here. Let's see there. And that is what I have. So I have almost two columns done, which is exciting. You can make out the boat and the mountains and the sky and everything. So it's coming together. I posted a picture of my progress when I had finished the first column a few days ago on Facebook, and people were like, "Wow, you work incredibly fast." I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize," but I think it helps only working on one thing at a time. But I was doing the column by columns. I mentioned this in the last video. And then I didn't even think of it, but then vertical lines will show up. So I don't want that. I mean, I can kind of tell a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. So I kind of abandoned the idea. I'm still going to work in columns, but if a color goes over into the next column, I'm going to, this thing is hard to hold. I'm going to, as you can see with the boat, I brought it over, and then some of the other stuff, I'm doing that here. So I started about here and down. So I'm going to do that so it breaks up and make sure there isn't going to be any vertical lines. So that is the progress that I've made on that. And again, I will insert a picture of what this looks like in my last video when I made progress on it. Like the last time you saw this, I will insert a picture, and then I will insert a picture of what it looks like now. Okay, so that's basically it as far as whips and everything goes. So this will be a super short video compared to my last one, but I thought I would do some tags because why not try to make this a little bit longer. So let's see here. I saved pictures of the tags. So I'm going to do the talking tag, and basically it's saying words and then a sentence and what you call something. So aunt or aunt, it depends on how or what I'm, who I'm talking to and stuff. I just say either. Let's see. Route, wash. My mom says wash, like Washington and stuff. I'm like, no, it's Washington. Oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel. Sometimes I'll say caramel, but usually caramel. Fire, water, shore, data. Sometimes I'll say data, but usually data. Ruin, not run. Ruin, crown. My boyfriend always makes fun of me for the way I say crown. He thinks I'm saying it like crown, like a crown you wear on your head. No, crayon, but I say crown. Toilet, New Orleans or New Orleans. Pecan. I will say pecan sometimes, but usually pecan. Both. Again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise. Sometimes I'll just say mayo, syrup, pajamas, and cot. Okay, and then answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TP or TPing? What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? I didn't really think of like what this was called, but I don't know, rolling bug, or roly poly. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda or pop? I like fizzy drink too. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? Usually, I don't really address a group of people, so on here I say hey everyone or hi everyone. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body, extremely long legs, daddy long legs? I really like daddy long legs. I think they bring good luck. So if I see any, I'll just leave them alone, or I'll like pick them up and put them outside. Spiders and creepy crawly things don't scare me, so I don't have anything where I'm like, no, I don't mind insects. I don't like mosquitoes and earwigs and stuff. But other than that, I'm not really a typical like person who's afraid of like spiders and snakes and stuff. I like all that stuff. So I have no issues picking up a spider and like putting it outside. Ladybugs, stuff like that. What do you call your grandparents? I would have probably called them grandma and grandpa. My grandparents died years ago on both sides. My mom's parents and my dad's parents both died years ago. And I don't remember what I called them. So probably grandma, grandpa. I know my niece calls my mom and dad Nanny and Poppy, and then my nephew calls them grandma and grandpa. So I will just usually call them grandma. I would say probably grandma and grandpa. What do you call the wheel contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Grocery cart, shopping cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? A rain shower. And what is the thing you change the channels or TV with? Remote control. That's what I call it. So that is the talking tag. So hopefully you guys like that. And then the next one is the Adele's for real cross stitch tag. So I'm not going to say for reals on front of everything though, but what level of stitcher do you consider yourself to be? Definitely beginner. I mean, I've only been stitching for a few months now, so I can't say I'm anything but a beginner. I'm still a newbie. How many whips and UFOs do you honestly have? This includes things you gave up on and threw out. I haven't thrown out anything. I haven't given up on anything. Right now, all I have is the Lakeside Village, and then I have I have the Lakeside Village. I have the Snowman, the Guardian Angel Snowman, which is at my house, which I plan to work on in the future, but I don't have it here with me. Those are the only two I have, and then I'm going to be working on the lighthouse. So technically only two right now, so that's pretty good because everything else I have finished and I've framed and whatnot. So, are you enabled easily? I would normally say no, but yes. Watching certain people, certain YouTubers, I've seen stuff that I really want, patterns or books or whatever. I was watching Jessica's video and she had shown this cooler designs book that you could get on at Michael's. And I went to my Michael's, they didn't have it as far as I could tell. They didn't have any like cross stitch books, which is super disappointed. I know that Jessica said in her video that you can use a 50% off coupon. On the ones I've gotten, it says you can't use it on books or magazines. I don't know, but I know at my Michael's in Canada, they had this book. And then I had forgotten all about it until I was watching Jessica's video. And then she had shown one of the patterns, which was a lighthouse. I can't remember what it's called, but she showed it. I was like, oh, that's the book I saw. And I planned to buy it and they didn't have it. They have it on Amazon though, but I wanted to I have a gift card from Michael's that has like 19 or $20 on it. So it would pay for that. Let's see. Do you suffer from Stitcher's attention deficit disorder? I have ADD, ADHD in real life. I am very focused. I know people who have ADD don't tend to be focused. I am not focused usually on anything else except like movies and stuff. But when I stitch, I'm pretty focused. I tend to work and it's the complete opposite for me. I guess I don't have Stitcher's ADD. I have ADHD in real life, but I don't tend to have Stitcher's ADD. I'm super focused. I like to work on one or two projects at a time. I tend to finish projects, so I make pretty good progress. So yeah, I don't think I do. Have you ever finished have you ever finished a full coverage project? I have not because none of my projects that I've worked on have been full coverage. I've never worked on an Haid or a Tilton Crafts or anything, but I mean, the Lakeside Village is very close to being full coverage. There's a little bit in the sky that isn't full coverage. That you don't fill anything in and buy the boat and stuff. But other than that, this is pretty full coverage. So yeah, I think this will be my first. I'm gonna call it full coverage because it's pretty close to full coverage. Let's see. How many finishes do you have this year so far? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Do you enjoy confetti? Lots of stitches in different colors. This Lakeside Village tends to have confetti so far. I mean, there's a few stitches here. Where is it? Here that was like one or two. So far I don't mind it. I mean, I'm doing the whole way I'm doing things where I'm working the 10 by 10 grid. Yeah, I don't seem to mind it. I think if there was like 100 colors like randomly here and here and here, that I wouldn't be into it. But so far I don't seem to mind it too much. Let's see, how many finishes do you have this year so far, and this compared to the WIP UFO number from question two. Let's see. I've actually had pretty good amount of finishes so far this year. I'm going to try to remember all of them. I have the Savannah cross stitch that I made for my friend. I have the Lord of the Rings bookmark that I designed myself for my boyfriend. I have the Love You to the Moon and Back I made for my mom. I have the bird, the Love You Forever bird thing that I made for my boyfriend. And then I have the sunshine pattern that I got off of Etsy for my boyfriend. So I think I only have five, but five for being April is pretty good to me. I don't know. And the only one, I mean, oh, and I have, yeah, the Love You to the Moon and Back, which was a smaller one. That was my first one. And then all the other ones have been bigger projects except for the bookmark. So I think I've made pretty good progress. I'm happy with that number. I can't complain about that because I know some people only have a few finishes a year. So I'm very happy with that number. I can't say I'm disappointed with that. So, see here. Are you bothered by your answer to the last question? No, I'm not. I'm really happy with that. Obviously, I would love there to be more, but again, it's only April, so I think that's pretty good so far for especially me who's a beginner. Are you bothered? Okay, I read that one. And do you have any perhaps embarrassing, dirty little stitchy secrets? Not really, just that like only I think a couple of people that I know in real life know that I have a YouTube channel. My friend who I made the cross stitch birth record for, and my boyfriend. Oh, and then our mutual friend knows that I have a YouTube channel, but I don't think he's watched any of the videos. But yeah, I think that's kind of my little stitchy secret. Nobody really knows that I have a YouTube channel. And then I dare you to show your messiest back. I mean, honestly, I can only show you two right now because I only have two projects in my vicinity. But this is the one for the Savannah birth record, which I think this is actually not too bad. This looks okay. And then the other one is considerably messier. This one. There is the back to that, which doesn't look too bad, but yeah, those are the backs I have to show. So that was Adele's For Realz tag. And then, let's see, I think that might be all. The only other one I found to do was Stitcher Moose's tag. Had three questions. This is more like one of them is holiday related. So do you have any favorite holiday or other traditions? Even though it's April, I will say I'm going off of like Christmas. I love watching like Christmas movies. I love giving presents. I like receiving too. I mean, come on. I really like decorating the Christmas tree and having Christmas dinner with turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing and all that. And I got to go and pick out the Christmas tree for my boyfriend and his parents, which was exciting because they had their dog. They didn't decorate it. So my boyfriend and I picked up like a little false tree and we put that in the basement, and that was fun. And we got to like decorate it. We each had our own decorations on that. I'm a huge ornament fiend. I have tons of ornaments, but I went through my ornaments and I picked the ones that I wanted to put on the tree the most, left the rest at my house, brought the other ones with me because I spent Christmas at my boyfriend's, and I picked the ones that meant the most to us. So, or meant the most to me, and a lot of them related to me and my boyfriend. He picked me up one in New Orleans of New Orleans of a masquerade mask, which meant a lot to me because that was one of the first ornaments he ever bought me, and it represented the trip to New Orleans. I picked up one at the World War II Museum of the famous kiss, the soldier kissing a woman. I picked that one up. I have one from the lighthouse we went to in Maine. I have a few other ones. Our first Christmas together last year. So I picked up ones that meant like signified our relationship and stuff. So what is the origin of your YouTube channel name? It's Ocean City Girl 1985. A lot of people just say Mary Ellen or Mary when if people have given me a shout out, they usually say Mary or Ellen because I think that's probably what it comes up as. But it's Ocean City Girl 1985. I got it from a who's the artist? It's not Sia. There's an artist. I can't think of who it is right now. Shoot. Who is it? Let's see. It's from an episode of Veronica Mars, and the song plays, and I really like the song, and I just kind of like the name, and I've adapted it. And 1985 Zero is born. So Ivy sings the song Ocean City Girl. So it's not my favorite Ivy song, but I do like that song. So I just took it, and I have a lot of stuff. I have an email that has that in it. I have a blog that has that in it. I use it a lot. So I have a few other names, like Blue Hawaii 19 is another one. My favorite color at the time was blue. I always wanted to go to Hawaii, and I was 19 around the time. So, and then besides music, what else do you listen to? Podcasts, radio shows, audiobooks, etc. I listen to podcasts. Oh God, I'm so way behind. I have a ton of podcasts on my MacBook, my old laptop, that I really need to like go back and listen to. I don't have it here with me, but I have a ton of podcasts that I listen to. I've been listening to podcasts since, oh God, 2004, maybe before that. Yeah, I want to say at least 2004, if not before that. I've listened to podcasts for a while now, and I have a lot of podcast episodes that I need to go back and check out because I have a large chunk on my old computer devoted to podcasts, and then obviously music. Let's see, what were the other ones? Radio shows, not really. I'm not a big radio show person. And audiobooks, because of my ADD, I have short-term memory loss, and I don't really remember if I listened to a book, so I have to read one myself. But yeah, that was the last take. So that was Stitchy Moose's. I almost want to say Stitcher Moose's. Uh, that is what it's called, Stitcher Moose. Oh, God, Stitcher Moose's tag. But that's about it. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, this is significantly shorter than the last video. Oh, and I'm wearing a Snow White shirt. If you guys were wondering, it says Forbidden with the apple. It's all kind of cool. I got this at the Disney store. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, please feel free to leave them below. I respond to everybody, and I just again want to thank you all for commenting, subscribing, liking. I have over 300 subscribers now, which is incredible. It's really, really exciting. It's exciting. I can't say it's not. It's nice, and it's really just really wonderful how supportive everybody is, and just amazing, and just it's awesome. Yeah, 346 as of when I'm recording this, and like I said, my episode 5 has almost 900 views, which is insane. That one's like the most popular video out of all my videos, and that one's the longest. Is it? No, it's not. It's one of the longest. My last video was the longest, and that one has over 300 views already, which is awesome. So it means a lot to me. You guys are just incredibly wonderful and sweet, and you guys are responding to questions that I'm asking. Because again, I'm still a total noob. Some of you guys mentioned products that I could get for for threading my needles. Different people have responded with like answers to that and ways to get rid of stains and stuff. It's really, really helpful. I totally appreciate everybody's support and just comments and likes and everything. You guys are awesome, and it means a lot to me, and it makes me happy to be able to put out podcast episodes. Yeah, YouTube episodes. But oh, and my boyfriend did actually order me a webcam. I'm recording with my laptop camera right now, but I looked at webcam cameras because I didn't need a digital camera, and he ordered me one early for our anniversary. I think it's supposed to get here today, so I may be recording it with next week. But because I like the quality on here on my laptop, but I've seen other quality that can be better. It's not like perfect. But if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to leave them below. I will respond. I'm very good at responding to people's like comments and stuff. But yeah, thank you everybody. It means a lot to me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And yeah, that's a bit. So this has been Mary, and thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.